Good evening, guys. This is Dr. Hale Pringle, and as always, the first question is this a great day? And the answer is always hail yes. Thought I'd share something with you tonight. Watched it on Lewis Howe webinar a couple of three times, so it's pretty much out common knowledge. But as I look around, I see people not knowing it, so I thought I'd share it again. This has to do with LinkedIn. What I'm going to do tonight is take a brief walkthrough live and show you how you can rank on keywords within LinkedIn. It has its own search engine. It's very easy if people are looking for a particular specialty for you to rank very highly. So let's take a quick look. I'm going to show you first a couple slides on where you need to make changes in your profile, and then we'll go do a live demo and see if I can rank on a new word. Okay, let's look at ranking inside LinkedIn search engine. There is a search box. It's up in the upper right-hand corner of the LinkedIn screen. Changing your search ranking is quick and easy. I like both. To rank when the people search in LinkedIn requires two things. There's a difficult step and there are 5 easy steps. Step 1, we have to start with the difficult step, so here goes. Getting ready. You have to identify how you want to be known and what keywords you want to rank for. So how do I want to be known? For some people this is tricky. Others have done this long since. Either way, it's a step you can't avoid. You need a tagline, you need to know what your niche is, you need to know how you want people to find you. As I said, what do you want to be known for? And you have to be reasonable here. It's pretty much standard keyword research stuff, which is beyond this little short video. But things like ranking for photographer is probably going to be difficult. Ranking for hummingbird photographer is probably going to be a lot easier. Either way, as I'll show you, you can check it out in minutes, which is a whole different animal than trying to rank inside of Google. I'm not going to go any further into the taglines and professional designations here. Just know you have to do it before you start. Critical point. In LinkedIn, we are working to rank well with 2 separate targets. The 2 targets, one is the LinkedIn computer search engine algorithm, and the second one is people. Because when people see what you are and see what you're doing, you want to resonate with them or get them to say, oh yes, this person looks like they're what I'm looking for. So those are 2 separate and distinct targets that we have to consider. So let me show you the human target. For example, you will show up this way, people you may know. What you're seeing is the person's name, which I've grayed out, and their title. When you make a comment to somebody or send a message to somebody, what they will see is your name and your title. So these are real important things to fill out. The name not so much for the computer, but the title definitely for the computer. Now let me show you one of the things, an example of going for both targets. Where it says Hale Pringle, EDD, blogging, internet marketing, and online lead generation, I've actually hijacked the first and last name fields. So the computer, other than the Hale Pringle part, that's not going to apply in the search algorithm to get me ranked for the word blogging or online lead generation. However, when people see me, they're going to see those lines, and so it can be useful for them. So like I said, I've hijacked the name field to put some of my credentials, which helps for the people, but not for the computer. And the second set, the internet marketing, that's both for the people and the search engine. Okay? By the way, before we take off, note the picture. There are qualities about this picture. It was professionally done. It's easy to recognize who I am. My face is big enough and distinct enough and not in the shadows. I'm smiling. I know one of the trainers talks about if he sees a non-smiling face in a profile, he's gone immediately because he doesn't want to work with people who can't at least smile for the camera. All right. So let's now look at the 5 quick and easy steps, because they are easy. Step 1, put your keywords in your title, right here, underneath your name. Okay, steps 2 and 3, put your keywords in your current position and in the first several of your past positions. And they will show up when you're viewing your profile here and here. They're a little further down when you're editing your profile. So here they are when you're editing your profile. But you want your keywords to flow naturally. Human beings are going to read this, but you want to get them in your current position and the first few of your past positions. Step 4, there's a summary section, so put your keywords in the summary. Again, you don't want to just go keyword, 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 keyword. Make them flow in a sentence, but make sure they're in there. Step 5, there's a skills and expertise section, the specialty section. You need to make sure that the keywords you're looking for are in your specialties. So, that's it. How to rank in the LinkedIn search engine. The hard step is who am I? And the 5 easy steps are putting your keyword in 5 places. In your title, in your current position, in several of the past positions, in your summary, and then your specialties. Well, a bonus. Let me talk briefly before we go live. They have a brand new endorsement system. It just came out recently. And the first thing you have to do, back when we were editing, and I showed you the little edit button, well, over on the right, there's what are people going to be able to see. And one of those is your specialties. And if it's not clicked, they won't see your specialties. So the endorsement, sometimes when you first come into yourself, it'll show you somebody's endorsed you, and should you accept those endorsements, and you'll see a screen like this. The only other way I know to get to it is to search for somebody in the search box, and they come up. It's somebody you've connected with, and the first thing that comes up right above their name is a screen like this. And this one says, does Amy have these skills or expertise? And you can either endorse or skip. Now once you've endorsed, you're going to get another screen with 4 different specialties, and these are single specialties with a see more down at the bottom, so you can spend a little while here endorsing. I brought this screen up particularly. There are 2 people here with no picture, and there are actually 3 people with no picture, because I certainly am not going to recognize the person in the bottom left-hand corner because they've used some type of emblem or whatever instead of their picture. And it's pretty important to have at least a picture, even if it doesn't meet the criteria that I did a minute ago. The chef, that's probably pretty good. I would like to see more of his face because it's hard to recognize him. But once you've endorsed one of these, push the endorse, it will be replaced with another person. And if you get to the point where all 4 of the pictures are people you don't think you know well enough to endorse, down in the bottom right is the see more people, and you click that and 4 more people will come up. Obviously, if you endorse people, most of them will turn around and endorse you. So it's a worthwhile 10 minutes to endorse a bunch of people. It sometimes takes a while for these endorsements to come back because people are not that religious about using LinkedIn. Now, they've got 175 million people. This is not the billion that Facebook has now, but it's still a significant number of people. And it is the professional site where professionals will go to look for other professionals. So it's worth doing. And this is, we saw this picture before, is step 5, but if you notice off on the right, there are little thumbnails of the people who have endorsed you. And so the more endorsements you get, the more this screen will jump out as a, boy, there are a lot of people who think he knows what he's doing. And I have a tendency, if somebody I know says they have a skill, I'll endorse it. I may not know for sure that they know a lot about that one thing, but that's me. It's your choice. Alright, so now let's go live. I'm going to see if I can rank for a new keyword. Okay, we're going to go live. Now, you need to be like at your home. If you're inside your profile and search, you will get people and messages that you have sent. But I'm going to show you a couple of things. Online lead generation. There I am as number 1. When we take the online off and just do lead generation, there I am as number 4. Let's look at blogging. Number 2. And let's go out and hit the big guns. How about internet marketer? Let's see, we know that lady. And one other, the really big gun. Here you can see we've got 29, close to 30,000 people. Go to internet marketing. And there are close to 1 million people who have chosen that designation. And since I looked at this before, I happen to know that I'm on page 4, which is not bad out of 1 million people. But as said in the little PowerPoint, we're going to see whether we can make a difference on that. So let's go to edit profile. Okay, here we are at the profile. Now, I mentioned this button before. The one we're going to use here first is this little edit. So there's my first name, and as I said in the thing, I have hijacked the last name to put some of my specialties in, so when people see my name, they also see my specialties. Well, I cut out 11.5 more minutes of me typing. So the first thing that I was typing was this little edit button, changing the professional headline. That's 1. The summary is actually 2, because we've got the summary and we've got specialties. So that's a total of 3 of our 5. Then got the work experience, the current one for sure, and a couple, which is 4, and a couple of 3, a couple of the additional work experiences. That's 5. Now I went ahead and added these new specialties, even though I don't think that the search algorithm is currently using those, but I'm sure it will. So now I've edited my profile. Now I wanted to take just a brief minute and go live looking at the new recommendation system. So hang on just a second. Alright, I'm going to show you one of the ways. It's a little different than what I showed you in the PowerPoint. I went up in the search bar and I searched for my friend Agnes, found her. Notice the little message that's saying, hey, by the way, you can endorse her. So I'm going to close that, and I can go in and click on the little plus sign and tell the world that I think Agnes has got some neat skills. And bang, she now has a set of endorsements on her skills. Okay, the part of the system that I showed you in the PowerPoint currently only works in Internet Explorer. Now, I've gone up to the search bar and I've searched for Natasha Nassar Hazlett, and this new box, does Natasha have these skills or expertise? I can hit endorse, and as far as I know, you're endorsing all of those. You don't have the ability to click on one at a time the way we did just a second ago. But once I hit the endorse, this other box shows up with different people and just one skill. Now, Mark's my son, so I think I can endorse him. He needs a picture. I know Ken Countess very well, and internal communications is certainly one of his specialties. Don't know John Lowe that well, but I do know Night Fan Stan. I will endorse him. I know Harry Duncan. I know Robert Lyons. Know Mike Wilbank. So I can go through and endorse a number of people in a matter of seconds without having to search for each one. And if I decide none of these four are something I want to do, I can click on See More, and it'll bring up a brand new set of people. So we have gone and endorsed some people. Now, before I stop the video, I want to show you one more thing. While I was offline, I did a little more. I added internet marketing to one more previous job. And there I am, number 7 on the front page. So it took me 12 minutes to rank on Internet Marketer and Overwhelm, and a few more minutes offline to rank number 7 out of 993,000 people for the term Internet Marketing. My point in this whole little video is to show you your specialty. People are searching up in the search bar for the specialties. Just how quick and easy it is for you to show up on the first page, or probably even number 1 on your specialty, so when people are searching for that specialty, that you show up. Like I said, 12 minutes to rank on 3 different keywords. Okay? I hope you're having a great day, because I certainly am. Oh, hail yes.